Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot I was 6'4", tall people problem. So, good morning, fellow Toastmasters. I, Adharsh, will give you guys today a sneak peek into my life. So, to begin with, I was born in a staunch Brahmin family, who are in fact the same family that performs all the rituals at the birthplace of River Kaveri. So, this place is called as Talakaveri and is situated in Cool. And this privilege has been bestowed upon my family over generations. And when I was a kid, I lived in a joint family of about 8 people: me, my sister, my parents, grandparents, and my uncle's family. So, my mother, Mamata, is a very caring and an overprotective housewife. My dad, Guru Raj, a short tempered civil contractor. My sister, my lovely sister, Korshea, is studying in Christ College and aspires to become a lawyer one day. And then there is me, who comes from such a staunch Brahmin family and orders chicken biryani every single time. So, and further, going to my school. So I studied in Kumarins, and this was all the way till 10th grade. And I spent most of my time playing basketball. So I even joined the NCC because the army fascinated me to a certain extent. And what fascinated me even more were automobiles. So this comes completely from my dad, as he was a rallyist from back in his days. So I always grew up around cars and bikes. So this had such an impact on me that I was not sleeping without a screwdriver in my hand. So this was one part about me. And when I was in school, I was a very troublesome kid, and I was very talkative. So of course, no matter how talkative I was, whenever someone put me on stage, I used to fear. I used to get scared because I couldn't face the crowd. I just couldn't. And what happened later on was I continued playing basketball, so I didn't focus on going on stage and talking and all of that, because basketball was one game that I loved the most. So I played for this club called as CJC for about 5 years, and I played the big man's position. So Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, these were the two these were the two role models for me, and they are the reason why I played basketball. And even now, I remember there was a match between my club called CJC and another club called as JSC, that's Janagar Sports Club. So I was playing the position of center, and it was a pretty intense match. So I was very, very motivated to help my team win the game. But in somewhere in the third quarter, when the ball was passed to me and I jumped to take a shot, I mislanded on my left knee. This twisted my left knee, and I felt excruciating amount of pain. I felt like as if the skies had fallen on my knee. And of course, I had to go to the doctor after that, keeping my fingers crossed. So little did I know that I had ruptured a ligament in my left knee. And the only way out of this was to undergo a surgery. Now, for a 17-year-old kid, it's heartbreaking to know that your basketball career is coming to such a tragic end. I underwent the surgery like I had an option. And once I underwent the surgery, I had to teach myself how to walk all over again. I even walked with the help of a crutch for 4 straight months. This made me feel miserable. This made me feel crippled. This made me feel depressed. And amidst all of this misery, I started to realize that I was being grateful for whatever things that I had in life, may it be the smallest of the smallest. And just like any cloud has its silver lining, I believe that I was born not just to play basketball. I was born to do much more beyond that. So I couldn't play basketball for the rest of my 12th grade because I was studying and I wasn't allowed to step onto the court for about an year or so. And once I joined degree, that is Jain College for BBA. So this is when I found an opportunity to join the Student Council. So the Student Council is a platform which focuses on bringing out talented people to limelight. As in, if you are a person who likes to go to fests, organize fests, so you can definitely come there and bring out your talent. And this gave me a lot of exposure, it gave me a lot of confidence, and it gave me a lot of practice. And then moving on, coming to my love for automobiles. I currently work in Skoda and as a part of marketing and sales team. So since I told you I even like talking to people a lot, so why not mix both of them together, automobiles and talking? So this is where I found, I mean, this job fitted me right. So every day I get to meet people from all across the spectrum. I get to meet entrepreneurs, I get to meet doctors, I get to meet politicians, I get to meet corporates. So it's a complete different experience that I have. And most importantly, I get to experience all the cars, ranging from a Maruti till a Mercedes. And in life, I have a goal where I want to travel all around the world. I want to get to know people, I want to get to know their culture, try their food, and see as many as places as possible. In future, I aspire to become an entrepreneur, as I want to create an impact on the society. I have become a part of this wonderful platform that can help me be a better speaker, a better leader, and reach the pinnacle of my career. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
All right. So Toastmaster Adharsh, congratulations on your icebreaker speech. I personally felt that that was a really good speech. You had everything required for an icebreaker in your speech. Firstly, I would start off by telling that you have a really good vocabulary, and you used it really well. Congratulations, you also used the word of the day, that is pinnacle. You told that it is one of your goal to reach the pinnacle of your career. Congratulations. Now, Toastmaster Adarsh, now there are few things that I feel that you can improve. One of the things is eye contact. You were constantly looking here and there in between your speech. Maybe you were forgetting your lines. Maybe you were panicking a little bit. Maybe you can try something else out. As Shashank already mentioned, that there are a lot of things you can try out when you panic. So when you have eye contact in your speech becomes more impactful. If you start looking away from your audience, they start losing interest in your speech. So this is one thing that I feel you should try to avoid. Second thing is facial expressions. I mean, it was shown that you were starting to panic. That should not be seen in your face when you're there in front of an audience. The audience again starts losing interest in your speech, and they start losing confidence in you as a speaker. So you can try to avoid that. One more thing is your voice modulation. So you used a sentence that when I jumped to take a shot, I mislanded on my left knee. The voice throughout that sentence was the same. This is a sad thing that happened to you. You mislanded on your left knee. Being a basketball player, if you injure your knee, that causes great damage to your game. So that sadness or that depression was not seen in your voice. You just had the same voice throughout your sentence. Rather, you could have said it like, when I jumped to take a shot, unfortunately, I mislanded on my left knee. That voice modulation is something that will catch the interest of your audience. Oh, other than that, one more place where you did not do it was, I had to undergo a surgery. When you use this sentence, you were very casual about undergoing a surgery. That should not be how it is supposed to be. So maybe you can work on your voice modulation. Other than that, I really loved how you described about everything. You gave everything that was required for an icebreaker. So when you started off, you told usually people tell that I live with my mom, my dad, and my sister, but you gave description about your mom, your dad, and your sister, and you slowly transitioned from each and every part of your speech to the next part. That was really that was really thoughtful and really very well done. You gave insights about each and every part of your life. I mean, I am not sure about my future goals, but I am sure that I know your future goals. You want to travel the world. You want to reach the pinnacle of your career. You told us about your aspirations. You told us about your family, and this is basically everything that I require to know a new person. And all these things are very formal. For example, your which school did you study in, and all these things are very formal parts of a speech, and you put it in so casually that it was really wonderful. Congratulations on your icebreaker speech. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. That was amazing.